It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We have to get into so much goodness right now because we have JP Sebastian in the building. Now, you heard him talk to Carl about a movie that I'm really looking forward to seeing, but we're not talking about Keke Palmer this time around. We're talking about Love Hurts. Tell me more about this, JP, and
Keke
welcome
Palmer
to
actually
the couch.
sounds like a... Thank you very much.
Her name's Lauren. Do you know that?
I'd stick with Keke. That's
Yeah.
very cool. Have you seen Nope?
I've seen Nope.
How
I
good
love
is she in
Nope.
that?
She's so good.
And
She's
should
one of
have been
my
nominated.
favorite. Oh, my goodness.
You can probably hear already I'm not super keen necessarily on talking about Poor Love Hurts,
Right.
but whatever, it's not too bad. But I'll at least tell you some names
I'm
at the front.
assuming like a 3 out of 10, but we'll get to the popcorns later.
Yeah,
Lord.
I'm not going to punch below the belt, don't worry. The name that's actually quite similar to Keke Palmer is Keke Kwan, who
Kwan.
won for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And which was like such a sort of like a moment of arrival for him. And it's actually quite sweet the way he talks about how he'd hoped that this movie makes the little guy feel sort of, you know, some pep in his step at a chance at being reappreciated by the industry that's stuck him away in the dark. The other Oscar winner in this, by the way, as well, because there are 2 Oscar winners, Ariana DeBose. Do see West Side Story if you've not seen it. Steven Spielberg's version is amazing. But whatever. I'm talking about the past so much. Let's talk about the future. Love Hurts is out tomorrow, and here's a bit of a featurette with the people behind the punches.
Hello, I am Ki Hui Kwan, and I play Marvin Gable. Hello!
Morning, Marvin!
Love Hurts, it's about Marvin Gable, who is seemingly a very simple guy, and very quickly we realized he is anything but simple. 52A, take 1! I'm so sorry. I went to film school, and a Hong Kong action director named Koi Yuan taught me choreography for action, and I was able to put that to good use as an actor. Going into this, I wanted to be able to do all the fights myself. And I trained with our guys for a long time, trying to get myself in shape in preparation for this, because I knew that we were doing something special. And man, it was hard, it was tough. A normal day at the office.
It was really great to have Key in this role because he has an incredible action background as a former stunt performer and stunt actor.
New day, new blood. To me, Love Hurts is kind of my answer to those people who find my story inspiring. Me, like being #1 on the call sheet, starring in a Universal Studios picture, I didn't think that would ever happen.
Okay. Sign me up. I'm watching it. He is so adorable.
And it's because it sounds desperately genuine that
Yes.
he's grateful to be in Hollywood. He's grateful to be doing what he loves.
He's like, me, the #1 on the call sheet?
And the way you beat people up publicly, I mean, yeah, you're a terror. And yes, of course, #1 on the call sheet. Love Hurts.
Yes.
Out tomorrow. And obviously within the season of Valentine's Day. Ariana DeBose is this old flame from the past. She's a bit of a mystery woman when she re-enters the scene. Finds Keke Kwan, who plays Marvin Gable in the strangely named whatever, for whatever reason. He's a realtor.
Yeah.
White picket fences, perfect life. He's carving it out for himself. He's the perfect boss. He brings cookies to work. He's a complete sweetie, as we just saw from the interview anyway. And actually, there's an interesting meta layer here to like someone in a way reducing themselves or diminishing themselves and being afraid of their own power kind of thing.
Saying it's small.
You know what I mean? Like, and it might speak to his experience in Hollywood. Because what a lot of people, just so you know, and why that Oscar was so important is because he was short round in Indiana Jones, opposite, under Steven Spielberg and opposite Harrison Ford. Thank you, our director just reminded me that it's Harrison Ford. JP forgot. Great that you saw me forgetting. But so like he should have had a bright career ahead of him, and then had to become a stunt worker, which is something that it's sad that I say has to become, because stunt workers aren't appreciated as well. By the way, that's Marshawn Lynch is the other face, NFL player, one of the best that we've got, Beast Mode, who actually shouts that at one point in this movie. But so, this lady comes back into his life, they have a past together. She seems eager to tease out the beast again, bring back the wild side of him. And he's like, no, let's just keep it all in an even keel. I'm sure I can keep this happy life, this happy job. But the old, well, the past and his brother and old money and old betrayals all resurface, and it's obviously all downhill and in the face from there.
And Celine Dion, I mean, how could you go wrong?
For whatever reason.
What an iconic
So
soundtrack.
now speaking of, because let me stack up the action. We saw David Leitch there, who I can't remember what his association is. I think he might have also produced on John Wick. And John Wick was one of those miracles where it was a director who started as a stunt coordinator himself.
Right.
Chad Stahelski. He's not associated here, but I'm just saying it seems like they're trying to use a similar recipe.
Yeah.
Because I think Jonathan Eusebio, the director here, also has his background in stunts. He was a stuntman in the 300, for example.
Wow.
I don't know that this recipe is perfect necessarily, because of this movie, one of its difficulties is it tries to sort of bite too much off.
Okay.
It tries to be a love story, which we have seen with action in the past. Obviously, John Wick has its elements to itself, but I would compare, say, you can watch Grosse Pointe Blank with the name I can't remember, but like classic love movies that are able to blend action, and I think this is just a bit too stunted in a lot of ways. Excuse the pun. And it seems like it doesn't have enough faith in the fact that this dude actually can be star power if he's in the right directorial hands.
Right.
Ariana DeBose, also by the way, an Oscar winner. Do not, trust the process.
Right.
Like, it does not need to be like, oh, you have this other side thing that is only half funny. Whereas if you had fixated on the fact that this dude is adorable, and you could probably do something better than, like, I didn't enjoy Nobody, for example, which starred Better Call Saul. Shame, whose name I've forgotten again. But it was a similar feel there, where it's dude going through the drudgery of every day, but then this darker past, almost like Liam Neeson, you're bringing out the beast in me type thing, reemerges. And so that's been done a million times. You have to be a bit more polished.
Right.
By now.
But I do love the playing with somebody that is a bit dorky and then bringing out that side, because he's an unassuming action hero.
But I'll surprise you and say you've seen it a million times. So it was Michael Douglas in Falling Down way back in the day. You had Edward Norton in Fight Club.
But Edward Norton's cool, though.
But he was just office dude nerd type there, and has to realize that he's, this revolutionary deep down inside. Neo from The Matrix, who is a
cool dude.
Who is a nerd.
Keanu Reeves?
No, but I'm saying you have these parallels between, you have to like find the beast within type thing. So this movie's happened 1,000 times before, and it has to be a bit better by now. But tell you what, at least 2 of the action scenes out of the 5 are really good, and here's one of them you can have a look at yourself. A bit of scorpion skit for you in the morning.
Get him out! Come on, come on!
Okay, and after all that action, JP, what are we scoring this? How many popcorns?
Like I said, the recipe from John Wick, it doesn't necessarily carry over perfectly, but I'd love to see more from this man at the front, please, and people having more faith in him. I can only give it 5 out of 10. As far as throwaway action, what did you expect? There you go.
Okay.
Worth it for the, like I said, it's fast food, basically.
JP, you can't give it a 5 out of 10 in this economy and expect us to watch it. Okay, your 5 out of 10 is our 7 out of 10, so that should be enough for you to go and watch a beautiful movie, Love Hurts, unassuming heroes at their best this Valentine's Day. Could it be a date? Not between us, but-
absolutely. Honestly, it tries to strike that blend. Figure it out for yourself, though.
Okay, cool. Thank you, JP Sebastian. Can't wait to have you back to review some more movies. That is your Valentine's Day sorted come 14 February.